Okay, let's start up again. It's good to have the conversation. I really enjoy talking with you. But let's continue on. Sentence number 8, and now we have Anna.
Alrighty. Protos, which is nominative masculine singular adjective from protos, prote, proton, first.
Great, did it just right.
Anthropos, nominative masculine singular from anthropos, anthropu ha, for man. Lege, present active indicative third person singular from loge, to speak. So he is saying or speaking.
Did you say Lego to speak? Is that what-
Yes.
Okay, good.
Te ecclesia, which is dative feminine singular, the church. Allah, conjunction but, he ecclesia, nominative feminine singular, the church. I'm sorry, I can break that one down again. Nominative feminine singular, I already did, never mind. Ecclesia, the church.
Well, ecclesia, hey, church.
Okay. Thele, present active, indicative, third person singular. She from thelo, to want. She is wanting.
She who?
The church.
Well, you don't translate she. It may be she in Greek in the sense of church is a feminine. But remember, this is when you bring it into English, you're not going to say the church. She.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the church. It for us.
Okay.
Unless we begin to speak figuratively or something.
Akuein, present active infinitive from akuo, to hear. Tes phones is genitive feminine singular from phone, phones, hey, voice. Tu, escatu is genitive masculine singular from eschatos, escate, eschaton, last. And anthropu, genitive masculine singular from anthropos, anthropu, ha, man.
Good. Now, translate.
The first man is speaking to the church, but the church is wanting to hear the voice of the last man.
All right. Very good. Thank you.
Okay, hoi, masculine, plural nominative, adelphoi from adelphos and adelpha, that's masculine nominative, plural as well. Then hoi, masculine, plural nominative,
Hold it. Are you on the second one?
on 9, yeah.
No, I'm saying. Hoi at a foi. You're on the hoi paneroi?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good.
Hoi, masculine, plural nominative. Paneroi, masculine, nominative, plural.
But it's not a
And
masculine
adjective.
plural.
Oh, sorry, yeah, masculine, plural.
Case in the
adjective.
number.
And then, who, and then lambanusi, which is present, active, indicative,
Lambanusi.
lambanusi,
No, lambanusi.
lambanusi,
Yeah.
lambanusi, and then, tang,
Well, that's lamba is from present active third person plural. To say that lambano to receive. or
yes,
take.
I didn't say third person plural, but third person plural would be.
Okay. Lambano to take or receive.
And in this case, it's gonna be receiving, I believe.
Maybe.
And then, tang, which is feminine, accusatory, singular, or
Accusative, not
accusative.
accusatory. He's thinking law.
God.
I heard that, yeah.
Feminine, accusative, singular.
He's thinking law, okay.
And then, Alethean, from Aletheia and Alethe, and that's accusative, singular, feminine,
Aletheia, is that where you're at?
Yes, Aletheia,
Alethian, A-A-A-A, Alethian.
Aletheia. Then, the two, genitive, neuter singular,
No, couldn't be neuter because theos is masculine, so it's gotta be masculine.
genitive masculine,
Masculine
singular. And then,
Ha, he, ta. Don't forget to give your form. From ha, he, ta.
ha, he, ta. And,
That's the lexical form of the article. Ha, he, ta. Okay.
ha, he, ta.
Theu,
Theu, from theos or theo. And what I believe it's saying is,
excuse me just a second. Did you put a fresh tape in, right? Thank you very much for doing that. Appreciate you doing that. I'm sorry, go ahead. Theu is genitive masculine singular from theos.
genitive masculine singular from theos or thea.
Theos, theu, ha. Means,
And then the wicked brothers are not taking, the wicked brothers are not receiving the truth of God or from God.
you know, actually, yeah, the wicked or evil brothers are not taking or receiving. You could say they're not taking the truth too. Maybe they were commanded to take the truth and they didn't or something else. But probably receive. The evil, in other words, I wouldn't count it wrong if it said take, unless the context is absolutely against it. So I could reason it here. Anyway, the evil brothers are not receiving the truth of God, but you didn't say from God, and actually remember I said the genitive can have a separation ablative sense, and that would be from God. So that wouldn't be bad. That would be okay translation. Sure. That's good. Thank you as well.
Number 10, I, Seminary, nominative, feminine plural.
Something's wrong
I, Seminary,
Yeah, what's wrong is that I have typed a alpha instead of an alpha. I looked at it and I thought that could be right.
I, Seminary,
Continue.
nominative, feminine plural from Emera, hey, it means days, plural for days. Allah, but, and is the coordinating conjunction. Oikos, nominative, masculine singular, from oikos, oikou, ha, means house. To kuriu is the genitive, masculine singular, from kurios, kuriu, ha,
Good.
means Lord Master. And agios is the genitive, masculine singular from agios, on, which is
No. Hagios, Hagia,
agios, agia,
Hagia, yeah.
agia,
Good.
which means holy or consecrated.
All right, let's do that then.
And the sort of translation is, yeah, I had some question to that, but I guess my best choice is that the days and the house of the Holy Lord.
Well, the days are evil. Why? That adjective is in the predicate position. It's not articular, it doesn't have an article. So if it doesn't have an article, it means it's a predicate. The subject, Seminary, has the article. The days are evil. And you understood days. The days are evil. That's describing how the days are. Right? But
But the house
of
of
the
the
Lord
Lord is holy.
is holy. And that's another predicate position. Even though hagios and oikos are separated, hagios is an adjective, is it not? It does not have the article, does it? What's your option? Predicate. Because you have an express noun, tells you it's not a substantive. The noun is articular, tells you it's predicate. That make sense? You with me?
Right.
The adjective does not have the article, so it's predicate. So the days are evil, but the house of the Lord is holy. Predicate. Number 11. Oh, yes. Here we go.
I didn't get that far.
All right. Let's do it together. If I were doing this, I would say, hey is an article, nominative feminine singular, from haita, means the. Escate, I would look at that and say, well, that's a nominative feminine singular noun, right? From escata, I don't mean noun,
Okay.
adjective, that's what I meant. From eschatos, exate eschaton, and it means last. Basileia is a noun. From basileia, basileos, it's a nominative feminine singular. Would tell me, by the way, that that adjective is going with it, some case gender number. It's also attributed because it has the article before it. Uk is a negation, means not. It goes with eche. It has a kappa, by the way, because of the vowel that follows. Eche, which is the present active indicative, third person singular, from echo, means to have. Namus, accusative masculine plural, from namas, namuha, means law. Kakus,
Accusative.
that's an accusative again, us ending. And that is what?
Accusative masculine plural.
Accusative masculine plural.
Kaka, kaku,
Yes, but what is it?
bad or evil.
It's an adjective, right?
Oh, bad.
He's putting this as an attributive.
Right.
Okay? So, what you have here is the last kingdom
Is not having.
is not having good laws, or not having evil laws, I should say. The last kingdom is not having evil laws, wicked laws. And I think it's the last one, isn't it?
12.
Last but not least. Huh?
For the last one, I'm okay with that.
Is there one more after 12?
Oh, after 12?
Oh, okay, that's what I.
But it can be the last one for us.
Hey Mikra, Adolphe, again, same thing with hey, Mikra, same thing, now in feminine singular, Mikras, Mikra, Mikron, small, little, Adolphe, sister, now in feminine singular, from Adolphe, Adolphes, hey, thele, present active, third person singular, from thelo, to wish, will, want, Blepane, present active infinitive, from blepo, to see, ta, teknon, from the article obviously is it's going to be here, it's an accusative because it's the subject of the object of the verb. And teknon is from the noun form, teknon, which goes teknon to o-on, and from child. Ta nekron tells me that's a attributive use of the adjective because it's articular, and it's from nekros, nekron, and means dead. But here's accusative to go along with the noun. Now I have a postpositive gar, which means I've started a new clause. So I can have a new verb now. I've got a verb in the preceding clause, and that verb is thelo, right? The infinitive is a completion, is what you call a verb complement, or it completes the verb. I wish to see. Okay. It's not really a verb in itself; it's an infinitive. So it completes the action of the verb. But gar is postpositive for, ha, obviously nominative masculine singular, article, mahita, the. Thanatos is a noun, means to, thanatos is a nominative masculine singular noun from thanatos, into ha, death. Negation, not. Kalas is an adjective. Here it's in the predicate position because it doesn't have an article with it. and the noun does. Now the article with the noun is not directly before it. Why? You got the postpositive guard that always sticks in there, but you still understand it together. So, my initial translation would be then, the little sister, the micro sister, the little sister is not wishing to see the child, the dead child, for death, and you wouldn't really have to say the death, for death is not beautiful or good or pleasant. In other words, it's not a pleasant thing, so she doesn't want to go see it. She doesn't want to do a viewing, as they sometimes say, because it's not pleasant. And good here is not good morally, it's just not pleasant. It's not enjoyable. It's not beautiful, you know. Aesthetically, remember I said it tends to lend itself that way. Well, that is wonderful. Okay, now, I'm going to do the English to Greek real quick before we go back and have fun reading the Septuagint New Testament. I thought about going through 6 tonight, but I don't think I'm going to. We don't have time, and I think I'd probably blow you away. So 6 is next time? Yes.
Could we talk a little bit about it so we can maybe have a better grasp on trying to do the sentences? Because you want us to bring the sentences back completed.
Yeah.
But I know I struggle if I can't ask questions and just read.
Okay, we'll take a look at it in a minute. Okay, let's do the English to Greek. Are the holy men receiving the good things of the land? That's the English. Now, let's see what time. I don't want to get you out of here too late. We'll do a couple of them here.
Can you try that one?
You want to write on the board? Yeah, that's what I like to do. Because I want to show you guys something else in just a minute about how to create a chart that you use to do all your work in. I'm going to create one for you on what I was going to do is create one for you on my computer and let you see how to do it. Now you can do your own.
You can do it by handwriting it too.
Yeah, you can do it on your computer. Does everybody here have Microsoft Word? Yeah, right? Does everybody have a Greek font on your Word? You got a
Symbol.
good, you got a good, yeah, you got a symbol. You got the symbol.
If you have the
Symbol doesn't do that.
You don't have this.
You can do the brother.
You don't have a computer.
No, I have a computer.
I'll bring a Greek font next class.
Yeah, but you have a Greek font in the symbol font.
But it's not.
It doesn't do.
Won't do the
reading
accents.
Yeah.
Breathe them.
Don't worry about the breathing and accents. Just if you can type it in. Okay? But no, but you know what I'm telling you though, you don't have to even have that. Now, if you have Word, you can do what I'm going to do, and you don't need to type in Greek. I just thought you can, but you don't need to. I'll show you how to do it in a few minutes. Okay?
Okay.
Then you can use that for your own stuff. All right, let's do it. Are the holy men receiving the good things of the land?
Just walk through how I got it.
I'd like you to do it on the board for everybody.
Okay, I just,
Just write out the Greek, and we'll figure out how you got it.
okay.
And I'll probably get this ready. I made a little thing in here where I can use my various fonts from different languages, see? That way if I wanna work in Ugaritic. Just like that.
What is that?
That's Ugaritic.
What is Ugaritic?
Cyrus, you should know.
It's Canaanite language.
Oh.
Symbols.
Heard of the Canaanites?
What?
Here's Coptic. Okay, well, I'm quit playing around here. Let's see what you Okay, oh. You can read it.
Well, there we go.
That was a cheat sheet. Okay, hagios anthropoi. Now, what's wrong there?
They don't agree.
Hagios is a noun of masculine singular.
Singular, it's not, it needs to be plural.
Needs to be hagioi.
Hagioi.
And it's actually hagioi with a rough reading mark.
So,
Even if you don't put the accents in, you gotta put the rough reading mark in. Hagioi. Oi. That's it. No, hold on. Wait a minute. Put the hog, the rough reading mark at the beginning.
The alpha.
Yeah, the rough reading mark. Okay, good. Hagio anthropoi, okay. Holy men, I'm going to do it without the question mark first. Holy men are receiving, oh my goodness, yeah, that's right. They are receiving, that, I would suggest you put a sigma there instead of an omicron. Lambanacy, okay. Are receiving what? Receiving the good things. Receiving needs what case? An object. Well, it needs plural for sure.
And then taste.
Needs a case. What's a case?
Accusative.
Accusative case. So it will be the accusative of good things. Kalas, kala, kalas, kalei, kalan, right? Plural. Plural. Kala. Remember? Neuter. Plural. So it's going to be this. Let me show you.
Talk a lot.
Okay, look at it with me. Okay, this right here then should be an accusative, neuter, plural. So it's going to be ta, good. Ka, la, right?
Would Agatha work there as well?
Yeah, you could do here. I just used because he was doing it. But same thing.
Thought.
No, it's things. It's a substantive. Why? No express noun. It doesn't say what things, it said good things. Not good men, not good rocks, or something, it's good things. Okay, so agatha or kala, one of the two, it has to have that neuter, plural, accusative in it. Yes.
It doesn't have to have the article though, does it?
I would because in English it does.
Okay.
Wouldn't have to.
Okay,
no.
because I didn't put it because the book is-
You could do it without the article, I wouldn't count it against you.
Yeah, okay.
Now, of the land, you need a genitive case, so you put this as a dative, and I don't know what that is, it may be a nominative, because it doesn't have anything. So you think of the land should be taste, yes, right? That make sense?
And you can begin the sentence with an article, couldn't you? It wouldn't change the meaning. Holy,
Right here, holy,
Yeah.
or the holy man, yeah, you can have it with or without.
Can you
Then
put,
then the question mark at the end makes it Greek, question. So it's are the holy men, you could have it holy, or you didn't have to. I'm not being real picky in the article now, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Yes,
what happens if you switch, holy and man?
put this where?
Just where,
Just put this here,
yeah, does that change?
with the article or without?
With,
Well, then it's the men are holy.
Change that to the predicate then if you
It
do.
became a predicate the moment I did that. Now, if I didn't have the article,
See,
it'd be the holy man. It would be a attributed use, although, you know, we can argue the other, but be attributed use. And then the verb are receiving or taking. Okay, that makes sense? Let's see what this guy put.
Understood.
I just want to show you something here. You could actually put holy men in, or you could make it a substantive
I'll just put the whole.
and just say the holy ones understand men, putting a masculine. Or if you put I there, alpha iota, it could be women, or whatever, you understand? I just gave you the option. It could be holy ones, who are men defined, or holy men stated, either one. Or taking and receiving the good things of the earth. Okay? Let's do the next one. Who wants to do that one?
I'll do it.
Come on up. Come on down. Okay. Here we go. So the house is beautiful. Thank you. But the heart of the master of the house is wicked. All right.
So,
Uh-oh. The master of the house, that's my
Is
wife.
that your wife then?
that one's on tape.
Move aside of in here, while you put that up there. Somebody talk.
Corey is masculine now. So. 1, 2, 3, testing.
You only have to be blessed with 27 more minutes. Adjective without the article. If you have an articular noun and your adjective does not have an article, it's a predicate. It's that simple. If you have an articular adjective, it's attributed.
So adjective without.
An adjective that has a noun, and the adjective is without the article, is a predicate.
So adjective with noun, but without article.
Is a predicate. Okay, let's look at his translation into Greek here. So the house, oikos. Now, what's the problem there? Yeah, article's ta, that's a neuter. House is masculine. So I'd suggest that we make that. Huh? You understand why we did that?
Yeah.
The house, oikos. Now, you've got is beautiful, that's fine, is beautiful, and it needs to be same case, gender, number, because it's a predicate use of the adjective with a noun. See? Without the article. Noun has an article, adjective doesn't, predicate. But, that's a lambda. Okay. But, the heart, cardia, that's okay, of the master. And so you're saying,
Heart evil.
heart of the master, well, hold it, just a second.
Cardios.
The heart is what's wicked, nothing
Yeah,
else.
I know what it is. The heart of the master of the house, it's okay, is wicked, that's right, that's okay.
It's not cardios.
The only problem is,
Cardia.
yeah, I was gonna,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, it's not okay in every respect.
Oh.
The only problem is that it's a masculine here instead of agreeing with the cardia, which is
Oh.
feminine.
Yeah.
So what you do is you take that out, and it's gonna be an alpha here. Okay? Let's see what the guy who put here, see if you got it right. Now here, Haoikos kalos. Notice, it's okay to put that before. It's in predicate position. Why? No article. Noun has the article. All, I didn't put an alpha because I had a vowel following. Now, I would have, if I had put, for example, but, and I put two kurios there, I'd have put the alpha in. And it could have been that way. Yes.
Could you put that in there, or is would
That?
that DE?
Oh, yeah, I could have.
Would
Yeah,
that
I
not
could use
be
that,
strong?
but you can use that.
Okay.
But if you put it in as post positive, it's
Sure.
dad.
I'm gonna put it after Cardia.
You have a question, Tamara?
Doesn't curios and oikos need to be in the genitive form? Curio.
Kurios and what?
Oikos? They're not in the genitive form there,
What is it?
Two curios, two oikos.
That's genitive. Uh-oh.
Right.
Ah,
Yeah.
Curio, yeah.
What happened?
You got,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got them in the nominative.
You're okay. You're right. That's right. Okay. Good. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, so, but the heart. Notice what I've done? I've tucked in the clause. I did that on purpose, and I was probably concentrating on that instead of the form. I wanted to tuck it in so you'll see that Greek thinks that way some. You find if in well-written Greek, if you're reading someone who's a scholar in Greek, or someone who was polished in the days of the New Testament, who was writing more like a classical form than a street form, they oftentimes would surround things and tuck them in, and so this is a unit. And that's why you'd have hey, cardia is going together, and then tu kuriu, tu oiku as being, you're saying all that is the of the master of the house heart. See? Yes.
So Poneros, what
It should be with an alpha.
It should
is
be
it?
an alpha. isn't it?
Ponera.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Panera.
Is it okay? Is it okay to put Ponera at the beginning of that phrase? Well, not the very beginning. After Allah.
You could put it here.
Okay. Yeah.
But remember, and that's a good point, Tamara, and that's an
And then
important point
hey
to point out.
cardia. Is that okay? Like
Hey, cardia. You
I
can keep
have
making.
it Ponera, hey cardia, tu kuriu, tu oiku.
What now? Say it again.
Allah.
Okay.
Ponera,
Hey-
hey cardia.
Panera.
Panera, yes.
Okay.
Hey cardia,
Okay.
tu kuriu, tu oiku.
That'd be fine. That'd be fine.
Okay.
And what you do, if you take this and put this over here, as long, actually I didn't get far enough, you couldn't see me, you couldn't see what I was doing. But if you move that one more, as long as you keep it in the clause, you would never take that paneros and stick it over here. Or you wouldn't put cardia at the front here. It's not as though Greek just has no structure. Because they keep it movable, but you've got to stay within clauses. You with me? So you'd say the house is beautiful, but, and then you can move these all over the place, as long as they're in this clause. Otherwise, words would become nonsensical because you'd be sticking them all over and say, well, does oikos go with kalos and go, what does it do? So, thank you for that. That should be kuriu, oiku, and panera. Panera because it goes with the cardia. Okay, so the house is beautiful, but the heart of the master of the house is wicked. Very good. Okay. I'll let you look at the next two. Hopefully I did it right this time. I'll tell you when I look at it. Okay, let's just examine. The dead, that's correct. Are not knowing, good, that's correct. The truth, because is okay there. You could have put gar, okay? If you put it post positive, which means you would have come after a kusi. Oh, which is what I did. I gave it as an option for you. Okay, because they are hearing. Now there's a problem. I'll let you know. Here you need an ook. Okay? They're not hearing the voice of God. Now if you'll notice, I also put a tastefulness which is potentially an option with the kuo. Because the kuo can take a genitive or it can take an accusative. Generally though, with a genitive it means one thing, it means they're not hearing with understanding. They're hearing, but they're not perceiving. And a kuo with the accusative oftentimes means that they understand what they hear. Okay, so that's all correct except for leaving the ook out.
So
I'll be more careful when I type this out.
Oh, I was just gonna ask, how flexible are the articles? I mean, could you get away with not having, how many could you get away with not having, basically?
Yes, because it's a question of how a language deals with it. The dead do not know the truth, for they do not hear God's voice. You could actually have that nekroi, aletheon, without the articles at all, and going into Greek.
So there, like the last part, could you have,
No articles.
yeah, guard or?
Hear, yes, you could hear the voice of God, hear God's voice. But I'm telling you that. But probably a Greek who was doing this would have put an article in, because do not hear the voice. Hear God's voice would be more of a definite concept in his mind. And it would say the voice of God. So they probably would put an article there.
Where's your negation of them not knowing? Point necroiginus.
I keep leaving these out, don't I? Right here.
I was wondering, if I was
Yeah, that's good. I'm just leaving them out when I'm typing this stuff so fast. The dead do not know the truth, or do not hear God's voice. The dead are not knowing, so that's correct, you caught me on it, the truth, because they are not hearing the voice of God. Okay?
Now, guard's post-positive, so would it be after ook in this
Well, if,
case, or ook,
no, actually, if,
or would it be after
It's-
akusi?
if, that's a good question. Let me think about that. Because generally speaking, if you didn't have the hati and you were going to do the gar, it would be second in the sentence. But if you have a negation,
Ugar.
I suspect it would be probably ook akusi gar.
Okay.
I'm not sure of that. I really am not.
Well, number 7 in the practice and review did ugar,
Does it have ugar?
and then the verb.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to check the New Testament to see how they do it. I could check it real quick. We could actually look and see what the variations are, because we could run that. We could run a check in the program I have here in Greek and check it out. And the reason I'm hesitating on that, I'm just trying to think if the Greek would actually separate the u from the verb. I understand the concept of postpositive, generally speaking, it comes second in the sentence, but it might come third if you have a new. I'll have to check that out. I don't know. Okay, now, the evil one, again, this is a substitute. The evil one is wishing, that's correct, to destroy the faithful, understood women here. So it's tas pistas. Now, I could put the word, I'm sorry?
The prefix
Appa.
on luing, we haven't learned the appa yet.
What?
Appa.
We use luing instead
Where are
of
you?
apaluing. The verb destroy.
Oh, you don't have that yet. Apalua means to destroy. I just. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. It still means, I guess, destroy. Apalua is a term you normally come across to destroy. Okay. Sorry about that. Thinking ahead of you here. The evil one is wishing to destroy the faithful women, understood, because it's a substantive with the feminine. But, and again, that could be the dead. I put it in there for you in case you want to use it. But they are trusting, and there I took the trust, can be with a dative, trusting God.
It shouldn't it be plural?
It is plural.
Pistos.
You talking about this one?
No, the pistos.
This?
Yeah.
This? That's not plural?
Oh, I'm confused.
Yeah, it's
I believe it's plural.
plus pistos.
Okay. Well, ignore me.
No, I'm capable of making mistakes in these things.
Dative, plural.
Yeah.
But you got told for
Deo
deo in
is
the genitive,
plural.
shouldn't that be in the accusative?
What?
the last Theo.
So Theo, no, I put it in the dative case because pistuo, remember I said,
Okay.
can be used with a genitive, it can be used with a dative, it can be used with accusative.
Yeah, I have
Pistuo.
so if we have it in the accusative, we've got it right then.
Yeah.
The brackets.
Tom Theo.
Believing God, although, see, if you'll check out the New Testament, pistuo generally is used with the dative case, or it's used with the accusative case. Your normal ways of using pistuo in the New Testament is with the dative, or with the ace theo, and it has some variations. Sometimes a genitive, sometimes a p or something else. But generally speaking, it's pistuo with the dative, or pistuo with ace and the accusative. You might not always
So you have to
remember
have an ace.
that. This is ace theo, okay? But they trust God. Okay?
So,
Everybody with me? All right, let's move on. And let's just read the Septuagint and the New Testament a little bit. And then I want to show you this other thing. We'll construct it together. And you can handle it. Okay, I'm going to close down PowerPoint here. I don't need any more. After all that stuff, I need something. Let's see. Oh, I'll go back and correct all my errors. Okay.
Somebody's got the beat.
Okay, let's just read the Septuagint here together. Okay. Anybody want to figure out what this says? Number one, Yaakov is what?
And Jacob
Jacob.
said
To
to
Pharaoh.
few and evil have become the days of the years of my life.
Yeah. Or
Your life?
it's
life.
my life. So it says, and Jacob said to Pharaoh, the days of my what?
Life.
The days of the
Of the
eto,
years
of the
my
year.
life.
The days of the years of my life have
And
become
few
few and are little. Yeah, but few is probably good. Not
and
long.
evil, and evil.
And evil, right. Okay, number two.
Yoi.
Holy saints.
Eseste, he gives it to you probably because you wouldn't know that.
You shall be.
You shall be holy saints,
Yeah, you shall be.
because I am holy.
You shall be holy because I myself am holy.
Lord God.
The Lord your
God.
the Lord your God. Yes, okay. Kurios here stands for Yahweh in the Hebrew. There's some reasons why this is the way it is. But and you shall be holy is actually a translation of Hebrew in Greek, where the future takes on an imperative sense. The Hebrew does that. So it's I know it says you shall be holy, but actually it means be holy. Not just something you will be, but something you're supposed to do as a command. But you wouldn't necessarily know that right now. Okay, 3.
Hezekiah said to Isaiah, good is the word of the Lord.
You know, the word of the Lord is good. That's a predicate use of hagios.
For you.
Agathos.
Yeah.
Okay, number 4. And
The words, logoi,
and his
of
his-
his words.
well, no.
In the words of his?
No,
Oh.
no. Hold just a second.
And the
You got logo and you got protoi, and that's an attributive use of the adjective. And his first words
his first word.
and the last words,
They are written,
behold,
they are being written
in the book of the kings of Israel and
King Judah
Judah.
and Judah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, here we have a statement out of Tobit. I know you read that many times. Kale kai agathe. Kale means
Good and good.
Good and good.
but good in a different sense. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Good and
Yeah,
beautiful.
good and, are beautiful and good.
Good and pleasant.
Okay.
Amen.
Andros kalu kai agathu.
Is that a husband?
Well, andros, what you don't know is that's a genitive case. That's a genitive case. Aner, you haven't learned the third declension yet. Aner andros, Andri is how it goes. So this is a, what? You gonna guess?
Amen. A good man.
Or you could say of a beautiful man or a good man, and
Righteous.
and good in the sense of
Righteous.
morally upstanding, yeah. Righteous and
Giving alms or
yeah, this is doing
giving
being
poor.
person who makes mercy, who does merciful things. Now, Doe, he probably gives that to you. Yeah. May the Lord give.
you a
Yeah.
blessing from heaven.
Yeah. Okay. Sort of a strange statement. Good and beautiful, or beautiful and good. A beautiful man, or a pleasant man, and a good moral man, a righteous and one who does merciful things. May the Lord give to you a blessing from heaven. So it's hard translation there. Okay, 6.
Good and bad.
Good and
Life
okay,
and
good and
death.
bad. Life and death.
Poverty or and
The
riches.
Lord
It is from the Lord.
From the Lord.
Good things and bad things, life and death,
Poverty.
it is from the Lord. Okay, now let's go to 7. A faithful Lord.
Lord.
In the
Yeah,
word.
of his.
Is that what you think it is?
Twice.
Gave you an opportunity to figure it out. What do you think? A
Lord
faithful Lord
in the word.
and His words, and as many as
Way.
And in all things righteous. Or holy.
He's got that as like it's hagios. He's got that as holy. Asios.
Faithful.
Holy in all His works.
Oh.
Okay, 8. A man is not. Now here's an example of ook separated from the noun. So a man is not righteous in the earth.
Who does.
Who will do good? Who will make good? Hoyo. Hoyo. Okay, and the dead ones
Live not.
by no means will see life. Ume means by no means. Or like, ume, definitely not. Who's there? Okay. Okay, New Testament. His Lord said to him,
Well, good and
actually,
faithful
you, the
servant.
word you in Greek, like you get the word you, angelizomai.
Well done.
Angelizomai means to give a message, to proclaim or something. Well means good.
Well done.
Euangelion is a word for good news. Yeah, see. So this word you means well, but here he's giving the word well done. So his Lord said to him, well done,
Good and faithful.
good slave and faithful. So good and faithful slave. Number 2.
Boy.
Now paloi goes with the plural there. Many will be first.
And the last
First.
So what would that be then?
Many will be first.
First will be last.
Many of the first will be last.
No. You got all nominatives there.
All the last. That's one time.
Sort of a strange setup there in Mark. It says, and many will be first. It's got to say, that's strange. Let me think.
There's no, would be,
I know what it's trying to say. It says many will be first. Many who are first will be last, and the last will be first. But you got to make sense of the Greek of it. Many they will be first. That seems to be a predicate.
Is it typo?
Is that what it really says in Mark?
I don't know. I have to check it out. Something seems missing to me. And many will be first, who are last, maybe. Maybe you're understanding who are. And the last first. I don't know. That's sort of strange. Number 3.
or you can say, but many first will be last.
Well, I could say that, but I've got to make sure that Greek says that. So I've got a verb, esantai. Poloi is the subject. So it makes sense, and protoi would fit in with that. Many
first would be last.
See, it would make it, a Greek wouldn't do this. He wouldn't say this. A Greek would not say, and many who are first will be last, and so the esantai goes with eskatoi. You wouldn't do that. So the poloi, eskantai, protoi goes together. Eskatoi is last. So is that exactly the same? Do you
Yeah.
check?
Who will be,
Strange.
First will be last.
Huh?
but
I think it's what he was saying.
many first will be last.
But many first.
Will be last.
No, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't jump over the verb.
What's the Greek word for shall?
Same thing. Shall, will, same thing.
That's how it's written in here,
What?
that way.
Exactly.
Does it matter that it's a fragment of a sentence? Is that
You wouldn't say, and see, I know you want to say it that way. You want to say many first ones will be last ones.
yeah.
And I say, okay, that's great, I understand that. But the
But
Greek
that doesn't-
would not jump over the verb to go to first and then go back to the verb and then go back to the other. So I know what you want to make it, but I'm trying to make it follow the Greek.
Well, to follow the Greek, if you're using fragments of a sentence, would it, I mean, it would obviously be good to look at what the other part of the sentence is. If that's just a sentence fragment.
Yeah, we'll just have to look at it there. Okay, let's do 3. Let's keep going. The good man. What?
From
Out of
the,
the good.
Well, you got to go to the verb next. Good man,
I don't know what the word is.
profere.
Ah.
Out of.
Brings forth.
Yeah, you can figure it out now. The good man, profere. What's that? Say the words. The good man brings forth the good. That's what he brings forth. That's a direct object. Out of
Storehouse.
the good,
Storehouse.
out of the good storehouse of the heart. And the evil one, substantive, brings forth the evil
Who's evil?
out of the evil. Now, you know what a Greek would do here is say he would understand
The storehouse.
storehouse of the heart again. You wouldn't have to say it all again. You would say it this way. I mean, a Greek person saying this would understand it again. He would understand in English. The good man is bringing out, or excuse me, is bringing forth the good thing out of the good storehouse of the heart, and the evil man is bringing out the evil thing out of the evil storehouse of the heart. Okay? 4. You got to look that one up. We have believed,
And have come to know.
and we have come to know that
That.
you are the Holy One of God. Okay? Hagios, there is a substitute. The Holy One of God. 5. I myself am the
Good
good shepherd, and I know
I'm known of mine.
No. Just a second. I myself am the good shepherd, and I know my own things, and they know my own things, that is, know me. Now, what's he talking about? He's talking about the sheep.
Believers.
Well, no, he's talking about sheep. I'm not getting into theology. So he's talking about the sheep in the discussion. So he says, I am the good shepherd, and I know the things of me, my things, that is, what are my things? He's talking about the sheep. And the sheep also know me. Okay? Yeah. That's exactly.
Unless he's shepherding some other animal.
Okay, 6. Well, most shepherds shepherd sheep. Yeah, they shepherd sheep. So that the law, here's a predicate, so that the law is holy, and the commandment is
Righteous. And good.
hagiah,
Holy
is
and
holy.
righteous and good.
and righteous and good. Okay, 7.
Beloved.
This is an example of a what? Agapete is a
Adjective.
it's a vocative, adjective. Very seldom, but here it is, a vocative adjective. Beloved one.
Beloved
Now you may not know this one because you haven't studied imperative verbs yet. That's toward the end of the book. So your mimu, imitate not the evil thing, but the good thing. It's an imperative verb, command. Okay? And 8, Adon, he should give that to you. Yes, he did. And I saw the dead,
the great
and
the small.
microbes.
Small.
Saw the small. I saw the dead, those, and actually this in Greek you translate. I saw the dead, those who were great and small. You understand that?
Oh, okay.
Right, it's accusative. Plural.
It actually is called appositional. It's appositional to the accusative. Okay, well that's fun. And 6 next time. But before you go, I want to do this with you. Okay, everybody get ready to learn how to do this real quick. What we're going to do is form a table. You know how to do a table?
Yes.
So we're going to do a table together. We're going to do an insert.
4 legs.
Now, how many cases are there? 5. Okay. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put down a way to get. Let me do it this way. When you're going to do a noun, you want to find out case, gender, number, lexical form, and meaning. Right. So that's 6 sales we need. Right.
So you don't do person for noun?
Not in nouns, you don't. They don't have person. Verbs have person. So case, gender, number, lexical form, meaning, right? Plus you need a cell also for the word. Okay? So let's do that. That's going to be 7. Is that 7 sales, right?
6.
He said 7.
Case, gender, number, lexical form, meaning, and then the word itself.
6.
That's 6. I'm sorry. Okay, 6. And it doesn't matter about roles because we can just keep out. We'll just do one right now. All right, here we go. Now, for our purposes, let's say the verb is luo. Huh? Oh, we're doing nouns. That's right. So let's say it's logos. There we can do it. Thought I had a great? I don't know. Yes, for my purposes right now. Okay, logos, and that's going to be a nominative, writing in Coptic. Okay, nominative, masculine, singular, from logos, and I'll put that in Greek in a second.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I thought you said.
Yeah, an exorcist.
You didn't listen carefully. The system does not crash. The program can crash.
Especially when made by Microsoft.
Yeah, Microsoft.
Programs crash, systems don't. In other words, the whole thing won't float. That one thing went down, is all. Okay.
You guys start over again?
Yeah, just a second. Well, we'll do it this time. I'll do it better this time. Okay, draw attention. Okay. Do it again, 6. Matter of fact, I'll do it better this time because I'll put the other stuff in it I should. Now, first of all, I'll make all this, and I'm going to make it single space. So what we're going to do is put word, I meant to do this while ago and I didn't. Word, case, gender, number, lexical form, and meaning, right? I probably don't need as much space. I probably need more space with word, right? I'm going to write it in here. I'm going to run this off probably, unless you want to type these in. And I hope you're better than I am. And meaning. Okay, now. So if I have the word logos, and I'll type in the Greek. Oh, I remember what I did do that. I'm turning that off. Isn't that great? I forgot I had this. It's a toggle. Now, we'll go to, it's a nominative. Feminine. Hold on, it crashed this time. Let me save this thing. I'll make this parsing form. Okay. Parsing form, all right. I've got a room up here for me. Okay, number will be singular. Lexical form will be, I'll put the Greek in again. L-O-G-O, lambda, omega, and gamma, omega. Now I'll turn the toggle and go there. Oh, I'll turn the toggle off, right? Okay, go there. And then it's going to be oo, right? And, right? Feminine. Logos should be masculine. And then I'll put meaning is going to be a word for right now, okay? Now, I might want to do this on a, turn the sheet where it is actually working on a landscape, where I could make these smaller. At least this is pretty good size. Let me make this thing smaller. I'll turn it down to 12. Quite a difference. And then I can make it bigger to look at. Okay? Okay, that's good. Now, do the next one. Let's say a 2. So I'm going to take and make that a Greek. All right? So that would be a genitive, masculine, singular, let's say. And let's say that's from Greek, okay. That would be okay. There, you know why this, in setting this up, if you ever want to do this on a computer, you're going to need to set up your cells so that you have automatically, you can go in here and make it doesn't automatically capitalize at the beginning. So I can't do that right now. I want to do it. Hey and ta, right? Okay, okay. Means the, do another one. And let's say God. Genitive, masculine, singular, from, okay, good. Who, okay, and God. Now, that's just a little bit. Now, what you can do is form something like this. But then what you do, and when I did these before in seminary, and this is something I created for myself when I was working on stuff, I just made forms, and I actually came up here at the beginning. I want to move this down, and up here, put something like,
Would you write it in Coptic?
if you want.
Cool parsing form.
Yeah, let's put that in now. Okay. Parsing form. So you just make a parsing form for you, like this. You can make up one and print it off and have a multiple copy, and just do this out by hand if you want. But it'd be good to actually, on everything you're doing on these exercises, to actually create a form like this, and have every form down, and you know what everything is. And then at the bottom, here's what I would do. Now, I'm just going to show you. Okay, now let's say that covers the first one or whatever. I would take here, merge this one. Where's merge? You see it?
No, try and do it.
You got that, yeah, you can't.
Right here?
It's on an insert.
Well, there we go. And here you might want to put something like, here's where you would put the Word of God. Let's say that said a bunch of, let's say the Word of God is a good word, or something like that. Maybe that's what the sentence said. So you have a form like this in which you analyze everything, and then you, based on your analyzation, you come out with a translation. And here you would have all your word meanings. And if you do something like this, and you could use these for exercises and so forth, and you've got to learn to analyze what you've got. Look at every form and be sure what it is. And then you can figure out how to put it together. Now, another possibility in this would be to actually have this too. Here's another option. Do this merge again, and have this one, let's say, for just the Greek. Let's say I'd go here, I'd have to do something to get rid of that stupid thing. But you could write this in English.
Dr. House,
Yeah.
we were looking at that the Mark 10:31
Yeah.
again here, and I think that this might be an example of where neither the noun or the adjective have the
article.
article, and it just becomes
You said it's predicate. Yeah, it could be.
so that makes it so you can say
Makes sense there.
And
Yeah.
then many will be,
Yeah.
and many will be last ones first and first ones last. Does that work?
Well, why would you have the essence on it? Well, that would be the verb.
This will be,
that's on type. This will be.
and many will be
Many will be,
last ones first and first ones last.
no, okay, and many will be, what? That's not a predicate. I mean, it is a predicate actually, if that's, and you don't know that.
Predicate, and then the other one is being a attributive, and so it's taking the same meaning.
You're saying many will be last first ones?
Huh? Last one's first, because the attributive
Well,
voice
no,
goes in front
Substantive.
of the noun. An attributive adjective goes in front of the
One of
noun.
them is substantive, making a noun, and then the other one is an attributive.
Many will be, see, protoi and echetoi are both adjectives. And you're saying one modifies the other?
Well, one would be, would
Well,
work,
because one of
would
them
be
is-
substantive.
So it's
And
gonna be
work like a noun.
ones.
Ones, maybe.
So one of them's gonna be either last ones or first ones, and the other one is the adjective modifying it.
Are you wanting to put all those things on the left side of the clause there of Kai? Do you see Kai as forming a new one?
Yeah, Kai forms a new one.
Well, I agree with that,
Yeah,
but I'm still trying to understand how you figure out that,
many would be last ones
which,
first.
the verb goes with protoi or escatoi?
Escatoi.
See, that means you're jumping over protoi, which I said I don't think you
No,
have
it's
to do.
being the attributive, because the attributive adjective always goes in front of a noun, right? When it's set up that way, it's like colon ergon,
Right.
Well, what's your
a
noun?
guilty.
What's your noun?
Huh? The
Escatoi.
noun is last ones. Ones, it's being,
Yeah, escatoi functions like a noun, so the attributive would come before it, and then it would jump in.
I'll look at it. Anyway, up here, you could put your Greek there, your translation there, and your analysis. So make you a little form that you do this on, and that way you analyze everything as it comes down. Okay? That's what I'm encouraging you to do.
And you would include your verbs in the same form, so you'd have to have just a couple different columns, or do you?
Yeah, you actually could. You could actually have, you could do it this way even. You could have case or tense. You could have gender or voice, and you could do, say,
numbers the same?
Numbers the same.
yeah, no, I'm just trying to think what else we lack though. Mood and number, okay. We might have to add a couple. I'm trying to think, I used to have some of these forms, and I'm trying to think how I had those. Because you do need some more. You need a number, and then you need mood. So actually what I need to do is add one more column here. Let's see what I can do there. I'll go to this and insert a column to the right. We can make this one right here then, mood. Tense, voice, mood,
Person, number.
person, number, I have one more.
Lexical form.
Meaning. Okay, insert another column, and that would be the person.
Place with them.
Okay, now, what we do is, when you create this thing, do it so you have, I agree, you need to place it, if it's a verb, you have tense, gender you don't have, so voice, mood, person, those will be just on verbs. And then number is the same, lexical form, meaning. If you create with all those, then you can, what you need to do is, what I'm just trying to get you to do is to form you something to analyze these word by word. And then, but it helps though, if at the bottom, when you do this, you have a place to write your Greek across, and then write your translation to be sure that everything matches up. Okay? So try that and see if that helps you some. Okay, I'm going to take a look at that translation and see what I think about that. I'll give you an answer on what I think about when I come back next week. Okay? Okay, you turn the machine off, let's go. Let you go home. You got some Greek to work on. Lesson 6.
Geology.